right, hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome and bienvenue. Oh, somehow Twitch was not muted, even though I muted it like twice already. Welcome in. Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. We just before we went live did some stuff for next campaign. As crazy as that sounds, which is cool.
That'll be fun.
It's gonna be a blast. So that is way too loud. Anywho's-its.
What's way too loud? Sorry.
Kenku FM.
It's not in.
I know.
There we go. I was
know.
gonna say it's not here. We can't hear it.
Yeah, when it first opens, it auto plays in my ears as YouTube before I can move it onto the Discord, and so it's always loud for. Anyways.
Fun fact: it was literally just last week that I realized that the Kenku FM icon is a bird wearing headphones and not a dog wearing headphones.
But it's a Kenku.
I thought the little triangle thing was like the little snoot.
Aww, I see it now.
Yeah.
I can see it.
It never occurred to me. I was like, why is it a dog if it's Kenku? And
it's so much cuter if it's a dog.
I don't know. Kiri was pretty.
Bird,
I don't
it's
know.
just a little shit.
Kiri was pretty fucking. Kiri was pretty fucking cute. Anyways.
I love Kiri. I have a Kiri.
Go
don't I?
fuck yourself. You do. I saw it in the background.
Kiri was cute for a bird.
Yes. Kiri was Matt Mercer practicing the jester accent before Laura had to go on maternity leave.
Pretty much, yeah. Totally.
Sorry.
Aw, cute.
Very cute.
Yes.
Go
Kiri
fair,
lives back there with Frumpkin and Trinket.
Ah, yay. I will engage the algorithm very, very quickly. If you guys want to consider supporting us for as little as $1 instead of paying the ridiculous sub prices on Twitch, you can over on patreon.com/rollgamers. The more you pledge, the more benefits you get, including PDFs every month, something from the campaign, some homebrew, as well as something else homebrewed by me. Right now I'm on a WoW kick, so that's what's coming out again this month, on top of the armor we already released. And, spoilers, next month, maybe a few stat blocks from the campaign. And always, we also have a merch store on rollbarrelgamers-shop.fourthwall.com. More stuff coming soon. TM Blizzard Entertainment. So it's that. You guys kind of jumped around the world a lot last week. Made some conversation.
Putting a team together. You in?
I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. But with that, I forgot where we ended. We ended with a long rest, but I forgot where.
I think we were in Alarion still.
Yes, you guys were in
Like
Alarion.
Yeah. And a few of us had been kind of zapping around, having conversations where we needed to get all of our allies.
Yes.
Working in concert.
Mm-hmm. That seems to be correct. You guys got a long rest in. As you wake up the next morning, what would you all like to do?
Don't forget your 20 temporary hit points.
How many?
20 now.
I get 20. You get 12.
Oh, okay.
So we're at what? D-Day -2?
2.
3?
2.
2. Okay.
Yesterday was -3.
2 days before, I'll find a picturesque, a high point, like on the top of a tower or something, where you can just barely see Rhineport, and just stand up there with you all and the Dust King and the Dawn Queen, and just look out at it pensively and just murmur something innocuous about they're not going to know what hit them.
So it begins.
The calm before the storm.
Oh, God. So many bad jokes to be made. All right. The day is yours. The time is now. Two days more, though.
Yep.
I have setting prepared so I can cast it as many times as we need to.
I think we've done all of our shopping,
Yes.
and I know we've all divvied stuff up. I guess, Farzu, if you just want to write in chat what you're taking from that list, and maybe Rai can just add everything else to Emrys's sheet or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna argue, or I'm adding one of all of the resistance potions.
What were you going to argue for?
Emrys having all of the heals with the staff, taking the last supreme potion to keep him up.
Yeah,
because his heals cascade.
that makes sense. Yeah. And then if he goes down, it's easy for one of us to get over and just feed him his supreme.
Exactly.
So he can get back up and start healing. Yeah.
Yep.
And
then taking one of the graders.
That's what's left.
That's what's left.
That's what's left
Okay.
of what I took.
Okay. I got
All
it.
right. Yeah, so Emrys can have all that.
Okay, cool. That I can do. Healing, superior, and vitality. Got it. I got all of it.
So we've done that. All of our allies are moving on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll scribers, I imagine, are scribing scrolls. But I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to do. I mean, mechanically, I don't think so.
Mechanically, all Emrys needs to do is one more long rest so that the Rod of Resurrection is full, because it only gets back one per day.
In Mirrorment, actually, we went to Crafted Goods. That was the last place we stopped, and we stayed there rather
yeah.
than in Ilarion.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize we stayed there. I thought we just zapped back and slept in.
No, Emrys had enough to... Yeah, you guys slept in Mirrorment.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Also, with all of the different potions of resistance, you know those like really fancy mixed drinks that are like 5 or 6 different like liqueurs layered over top of each other very carefully in like a rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining that's what it'll look like when we each take our we take all of the resistance potions at once. It's just like one.
Yeah, everyone, we're all doing
carefully layered.
B-52s at the bar.
God.
Except it's
No,
like
it's just like
acid
one-
resistance, fire resistance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How much time have I got to scribe scrolls today? All of it?
All of it, as much as you want. Yes, the mustache does return.
Alrighty. I will start doing math. I guess I probably could have done this over the week. Sorry, guys, but I'll
you're
work
fine.
on that.
Emrys has to bounce off and get the druids anyway.
I think I'll just spend my time checking in on Fair, seeing if they need anything while they're hard
Coffee.
at work, and
Yeah.
A hug.
Don't
tell anyone about the second one.
and I'll find a moment to ask if they feel like they're in need of a murder date. I don't know how long it's been since the last one.
It's
But
been a
you
while.
You have to do that every once in a while, no?
Well, I've got to do something, but yes, all of this waiting and preparing has made me a bit antsy, so wouldn't object to starting stabbing things a little early, even. Did you have anyone in mind?
Not in this town. This is your turf.
But in another town?
There are people in other towns who perhaps I once considered enemies, but now it all just seems so far beneath me. I'm a diplomat now. I can't have beef with some casino owner in Saltwallow.
What's their name?
That I think we took care of that a few months ago. No, I am everyone's worst nightmare. A fuckboy with no unfinished business.
It's actually a really good question for Dietrich. Do you spend any time outside of the mansion today on the streets of Mirament while Fair is crafting scrolls?
Well, yeah, while Fair's working, I'll probably take a walk.
Okay, cool.
Not an ominous question in the slightest.
Now, can you make a perception check for me?
I guess.
I guess.
Just passive 23.
Okay. It doesn't take you too long to realize, after you've been out of the streets for about 10 minutes, you realize somebody in like a gray hood, more elven facial features, is following you.
I'll just stop walking and let them catch up to me. And when I can kind of sense their breath behind me, without looking back, I'll just ask, "What do you want?"
They'll take their hood off and they go, "You're a hard person to find. I've been looking for you. You and your companions have been bouncing all over the place."
I'll turn around and look at this person.
Make an intelligence check to see how fast you clock them. Dietrich's favorite kind of check, guys.
That is a natural 5 for a 4.
It probably, through the next couple sentences I will say to you, it probably takes you until the end to recognize this individual. So I will say it at the end. Me and my family, at our father's behest, he seems to have taken a liking to you, are going to pledge our numbers in the upcoming fight. I hear you're taking it to Kunbador to deal with the crown once and for all. And as you stop talking, the golden eyes that he has gives it away. You had a conversation with this man at a bar a very long time ago. This is Toth from Weldmeyer.
Oh my god, yeah, that guy we thought might have been a gold dragon who was just a dude. It turned out, right?
But was like friends with gold dragons.
So
Yeah.
you all failed that insight check because he is an ancient gold dragon and has a plus 18 to deception.
Holy shit. Okay.
And you see, like, he has, like, behind, like, coming out around a corner, like, 8 or about 12 people that kind of look like him in terms of, like, dragons and stuff. He goes, we just need to know where to go.
So I do clock it that
Yeah,
these are all ancient gold dragons.
This is Toph, and these are dragons. They're not all ancient. Most of them look younger than him, but these are all gold dragons. This is his family.
So you say you want to bring your family to join? Oh.
My father took a
yes,
liking to you in his
of course.
house. I guess he didn't really give me the full story. He never
Oh.
does, though.
He scared the shit out of us and chased us away. That's very kind of him. Yeah, of course, your help is more than welcome.
Yeah.
The assault on Rhineport is beginning in 2 days' time. That's when pirates are sailing in from the east, and drow and dwarves will be tunneling up from underneath, and
Excellent.
elves will be invading from the north, and different elves will be invading from the south, and I think Stormmaw might even get involved with some ironclads, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
Excellent.
We'd
We
love to
will-
have your help.
We will see you there.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, it was good to see you too.
When you see your father, thank him again for sparing our lives.
I will, certainly. And he kind of, they kind of disappear around the corner, and then he kind of walks around the corner. Down, like, this alley.
I think Dietrich just, like, flips a gold coin, catches it in the air, and keeps walking. He's like, I'm having a great day. We got some dragons.
Trips and falls in
I'm
a
just-
puddle. No.
Just went for a walk, and some dragons offered me their services, like you
They've
do.
been looking for you guys for a couple
He's
days.
just
while
like-
you guys have been down
He's just
somewhere.
walking around, just feeling himself for the
Hell
rest
yeah.
of the day. It's
Hell
like, yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Hell
Nothing bad
yeah.
will ever happen.
And then he trips in a puddle. Okay.
My deck save is plus 10. You want to try that again?
Oh, God. What's
jeez.
Henrietta doing? What's Farzu doing?
Hetty's just kind of been like, because we're at like Fair's place, right?
Yeah. No, you're in the mansion.
Oh, less fun.
In
Fair's family's place.
in Fair's family's place.
She's
We'll
gonna,
be fairs soon.
like outside the mansion and like explore Fair's family's place.
Oh, okay.
That's right, because Henrietta hasn't been here yet.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but she's interested because her and Fair seem to have similar interests.
I don't know how to word it other than it's very like much like Orthanc in Lord of the Rings. It's like
It's nothing to me.
black stone carved out of this giant stalactite
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Goth Cathedral carved into a stalactite.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
you walk out to a balcony and you're looking at the Underdark part of Mirament like 150 feet below you. And you can see basically the entirety of the city stretching out until it becomes the Underdark, another plane of existence.
Cool.
Yep. There are a fair number of libraries and places just with books sitting around. Although I think, as far as you discovered the last time we were here, a lot of the shelves are magicked so that nothing can be taken from them right now.
That's fair. Because it's fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Which-
Fair's family has various servants around, probably mostly like in the main part and like near the guest quarters and stuff. Mostly other lowborn drow, and there are maybe a couple goblins.
One of them will
Doing-
be following Henrietta around the house.
Yeah.
Like, if you touch something, they come up behind you and clean it off immediately after you touch it, kind of thing.
Can it be a drow that speaks Elvish?
Sure.
Sure.
That way I can talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they would pick someone who could talk to you.
Mhm.
Yay! She doesn't get to bust out her Elvish very much, so.
The servant probably speaks with Elvish with a weird accent. Like an Underdark accent.
As I'm sure the rabbit does.
Mm.
For the record, Dietrich also speaks Elvish. Because his father insisted when he was young, but his Elvish accent is sort of the equivalent of when you hear somebody from like Texas saying "Hola, ¿cómo estás?"
Yeah, E2.
Like that's the extent of like Dietrich's Elvish. Like he
And I-
understands it, but
Sorry to
But like, please don't talk.
sorry to derail this. Have you seen the video of the British diplomat's kid who lived his first 13 years in Hong Kong?
no.
He speaks English in a Chinese accent,
Oh no.
but he is white as hell,
God.
so it looks racist. as
I
fuck.
had not to derail your derail.
No, go for
I
it.
had a professor in college who was from England,
Yeah.
but he had moved over to the US to do his PhD. So like his undergrad was at like Cambridge or wherever.
Yeah.
He came over and did a PhD at the University of Texas. And he's now like 60 years old, tenured professor, but
I think I know
So,
where this is going.
his accent was 100% British.
Yeah.
Talking to the guy, 1,000% this is a guy from England. But all of the idioms he used were things that he picked up in Texas.
And he would say them in a Texas accent.
So he would walk in like wearing a tweed jacket and with his disheveled gray hair and whatever, he'd walk into class and in a really thick English accent, he'd just be like, "Howdy." And it was the most disconcerting, weirdest thing. It's like there has to be a story here, and there was.
I could not laugh at that.
Yeah.
Good God. Anyway, sorry for the derail.
Sorry.
But
Multiple.
yeah, multiple derails. But yeah, they'll follow you around the house. They clean up behind you. They tell you about their life, what they're allowed to talk about. Exchange pleasantries, as it were. Anything else? No, Farzu.
Oh, Farzu's doing the same thing he does every time he's at Fair's parents' house.
Tries to take over the world. Oh.
Tries to take out a book.
You take it past and it pops back in.
probably cast like mansion right next to the bookshelf, and like the portal right next to the bookshelf, so he could just take the book and into it, the mansion.
Right back to the shelf.
He's gonna find a book that he really wants to read,
Mm-hmm.
and
It's either going to be really funny or end really poorly, and there is no in between.
Or both.
Both. I like both.
He's going to attempt to dispel the magic that's holding the book there.
Okay, cool. I just want you to remember that these books are made of stone.
Yeah.
And stone paper.
Uh-huh.
For that one thing you must remember. I need you to make 12 dexterity saving throws.
12 dexterity saving throws?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Alright, I'm just gonna roll 12 d20s. Oh. Oops, not. Ooh. Everything. 5.
I can see them.
Okay.
What's your plus to dex?
5.
5? Okay, cool.
Some bad ones.
Yeah, not I think only 4 fails though. What's 12 times 5? 60?
See.
Cool. So all of the acid damage glyphs of warding will go off.
Oh, fuck.
You'll take 138 points of damage on the 12 glyphs.
Oh, 138?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, Farzu's just gonna go sit in his mansion now.
I think Fair will come find him.
You'll
You
just see a
will
random
definitely
portal.
hear the glyphs go off.
Oh yeah. Fair comes to find Farzu and just looks at the pile, like all of the acid everywhere, and just says, I know it's, I'm the first person to say it's hardly the most pleasant conversations to have, but you could just ask the lady of the house for permission. It might be slightly less painful than all of that acid.
What time of day is it at the point where they're having this conversation, out of curiosity?
Probably when you're out on your walk.
Okay, I'm not back yet.
Yeah, you're not back yet when this
Okay.
happens. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out if I should choose this moment to come back.
No, you'd probably still be out. Yeah.
Because I think, like, Dietrich from the doorway yells, "It's easier to ask forgiveness."
It's more fun to ask forgiveness, but
Me
Well,
remembering
never mind.
our fiasco at Lucy's house.
Yeah.
Bear, do you even think your mom would allow me to read the books?
Who knows? But as I expect, she heard the glyphs go off too. You may have to ask her anyway.
She leans out the doorway. Not anymore. And it just goes back into her room.
Hetty turns around to her little companion follower, and is like, "Someone fucked around and found out."
Yes, they did.
Oh no.
Leans back out the door. It was funny to hear all of them go off at the same time, though. Haven't had that
But
happen in a while.
Wouldn't that mean that there's no more? And it'll try to go for a book again.
They pop back onto the shelf.
Fair will cast Hold Person on Farsi.
I need more books for my library. The only way that's going to happen is me reading them.
You don't even know what these ones are about.
So?
You know, you've been trying for the last 4 hours to just get into my mother's complete, unbroken, every issue collection of Underdark Geographic.
I thought it was gonna be a different kind of publication.
There was just a whole
It's
different sentence my brain
Yeah.
with you tried for the last 4
Yeah.
hours to get into my mother's Underdark.
Oh no, I thought it was gonna be like, "You've been trying to break into my mother's collection of play drows."
I was gonna say play drow.
Play drow.
That's where I thought that was going to.
That's why they're not coming off the shelf. It's parental controls. You need to be added to the permission list.
Please enter the pin.
Oh.
Let's give you something more your speed. Hetty hands you the princess and the paladin.
Oh my god.
Not to derail, but I actually told my therapist last time I saw her, because I see her again on Thursday, about how I'm back with you guys, and she she's not the same therapist I had before. So she's like, so these are your friends? I'm like, yeah, online friends. And she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. And so I had to explain to her, like, I forgot where I was going with this already. Motherfuck. I love my brain.
I've done that so many times in the last couple days.
Oh, just how she's had a bunch of patients who have played D&D, but she didn't understand the extent that they could be like used for therapy. And I'm like, oh yeah, some people do it for their trauma, and some people, do it to experiment with their sexuality. I'm like, or some people just do it to experience things that they might never experience in real life, like how Lucy and Alvin got married, and that was interesting, writing wedding vows when I have yet to actually get married.
Some
And she
people
was
do
like,
it to experience
"Oh."
things that they'll never experience in real life, like
Feeling
sleep,
fully rested,
like
right?
feeling fully rested
like
and owning a home.
like an 8-hour long rest.
Olga, hi.
But I think I actually convinced her to actually want to sit down and learn how to play D&D now.
Nice.
Win.
Love that.
That's incredible.
Like, yeah, we had a whole wedding. We got 3 kids and rebuilt his town, and everything's great.
Yeah. And
I
we
have
wrote
a
our
cat in my
memoirs.
room.
The cat's back.
The cat's back.
I have 2 cats.
Not sure where Chloe is. She
Oh wow, I
is...
did not see that cat until they opened their eyes.
The void, and now they are glowing.
The
The
void
black
glare
area in
is
the bottom of
back.
Meg's screen. He's
And
like,
but
like absolutely no reason to think about what might be there. Just like, oh, it's just like a little black, it might be a pillow or a cushion or something.
Olga, stop eating.
It's like, oh shit, it opened its eyes.
Stop chewing so long. Stop trying to chew on the
Mommy
burger
touched
basket.
him.
Give you another one if you will stop licking the basket.
Chloe is in her bed, actually, next to the radiator, which is working today.
Yay.
That explains why she's there.
Yeah.
Olga
That's
has
how I know it's
now
working.
realized, one, I'm okay with her being up here, and two, it's warmer during the winter up here.
Mhm.
So I have a feeling I will be seeing a lot more of them. I'm out. I'm literally out. That's the entire bag of treats, Olga. I will have to go buy you more. Anyways.
So I think when Dietrich arrives back at the mansion, probably late afternoon, I think he will come in and you'll just hear him bellowing like, everybody into the dining room, it's an emergency.
I will just sort of look up while they're sitting at their desk, like sort of twirling their pen between their fingers, and just like, well, I didn't hear Farzu set off more glyphs. I guess I should go see what's going on. And Fair will come to see what Dietrich's on about.
When we're all in there, Dietrich will reach into his backpack and pull out 2 incredible, expensive, just premium, top shelf bottles of liquor and set them down on the table and say, right, well, our heroic last stand begins in 2 days. That means that if we get drunk now, we won't be hungover during the fight. This, my friends, probably the last opportunity we'll get for a last hurrah. So, I would like us to drink both of these bottles tonight, and I would humbly request from our good chemist, I would like to trip at least 1 ball.
Only one?
Minimum.
I think you
Farzu
still have 8
will,
vials of it.
Yeah.
And let's let tomorrow be about the preparations and the heroes feasting and all of the stuff to make sure that we're ready. But tonight, I just want to get shit-faced with you people.
Farzu will take out the 8 vials and be like, cool, who wants some?
I think Fair will sort of look like they're about to protest and then give up and just like, well, I'll drink plenty, but I'll stay away from the more powerful stuff. Someone has to keep Dietrich in line. Or, try to.
And you've tried about as much as I can expect anyone to, Fair. Really, really valiant effort.
He says while drinking a vial of acid.
Yeah. It's like, oh no.
And I've also learned when to pick my battles.
I mean, so have I. That's why it's going to be in 2 days.
We've learned a lot in our time together.
We certainly have. Oh, did I tell you about the dragons, by the way? Holy shit. This is some interesting news. Do you remember the gold dragon we ran into back in that town, whatever the fuck it was called? The gold dragon who, like, chased us out of its lair and we were so scared.
Right, woke up and it was sitting right there staring right at us through the tiny hut.
Yeah. It was such a random freak occurrence. It was almost like they just came in with the weather. Anyway, would you believe that dragon's entire family of gold dragons is here in Mirament, and they've heard what we're doing, and they want to help, and they're gonna come and fuck some shit up in the fight for us because they've heard about us from their dad, and apparently their dad's been like following our career and all of this other nonsense we've been getting up to, and they're big fans.
Interesting.
I always dreamed what it would be like to have groupies. I never imagined that it would be gold fucking dragons.
Sorry, my brain's wrong.
I mean, it's not wrong. Dietrich would fuck the dragons. Let's be real.
No, I'm picturing gold fucking so dragons fucking coin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, also a thing they would do.
Also a thing dragons would do.
I'm just imagining dragon groupies.
Yeah, I'm imagining like groupies following around a dragon as they go from city, town to town, like pillaging. Like following in the wake of destruction.
Look, right. That right there is the most realistic thing that's been said so far.
I know. Oh, man.
I think, yeah, Farrah will just stare at Dietrich for a moment, like, try to figure out if he's bullshitting or not. And then just like, you know what? Happy to have their help. That's so outrageous it must be true. Like the fact that they were dragons in the first place.
Look, I wouldn't make that up. Like, I would not make that up. That's insane. Like, I am a liar. I am a bullshitter. But I'm gonna make up like little things, like, oh no, I couldn't have done that. I wasn't even there.
Well, look forward to seeing them again.
It was like a whole family reunion. Just on the street, right outside Crafted Goods. That Crafted Goods might actually be why they were in town. But anyway, I'll drink to that,
Indeed.
and I'll drink to you, and I'll drink to you, and I'll drink to you, and he's like,
All of a sudden, half the bottle is
for the
gone.
rest of the night, he's just vibing.
To the Dusk Queen, to the
Yeah.
to the Dawn Queen, to the Dusk King.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair can keep scribing scrolls.
Pour one out for Lucius.
Mhm.
Aww. Emerus will finally come back at some point.
We're all like passed out on the floor, and he's just
You're all like drunk, and he just walks in like, I was gone for 6 hours talking to
Yeah,
the
that tracks.
druids."
Yeah, that tracks.
What
yeah,
the fuck?
Dietrich drank the bottle in like 10
Oh.
minutes.
What the
I
fuck?
think-
Hi, Nibbles.
Nibbles.
Or does he come back in when the party's still in progress and he's got to quickly match our energy and catch up?
I mean, what do you think he'd do?
Like, Abrisk, get in here. Get in here.
Slowly backs
I'm
up out
not
of the
taking
door.
no for an answer this time.
Oh, fine.
You're gonna drink.
Fine. Fine.
Look, tomorrow, we get super serious and we are planning and we're heroes feasting and getting all this shit ready.
And tomorrow.
No. Just tomorrow. We're doing all that. Tonight, we celebrate.
Okay.
And at
I just
dawn, we plan.
plan. I just have Pitbull's song going through my head tonight.
Okay.
How many hours of scroll scribing can Fair get in that night? Or that I guess during the full day, 20 hours, right?
If you're partying, take 2 off. So we'll say 18.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm bringing it back. Fireball. Ba, ba, da, da, da. That's all we can do without getting copyright struck.
18.
Well, no, just change fire to some other damage type. We have a scribes wizard. Lightning ball.
While you're finishing figuring out scrolls, I love watching Game Grumps and their 10-minute power hour, because they have a running joke on it. Every time they have to crack a seal on something, it's like, oh man, there's a seal on this orange juice. When Aaron goes to rip it off, Danny will go, baby.
I compare you to a kiss from a rose.
It's very funny to me.
That's very funny. My middle school and high school mascot was seals.
Oh wow.
So yeah, in the yearbooks there are some jokes about that too.
Nice.
Like people would just like find like the title page where like the big seal logo is, and they would just write a little word balloon and like,
That's hilarious.
baby,
I compare you
to a kiss from.
Well, as far as you would also have time to scribe scrolls if you needed to or wanted to. Okay. While we're waiting on
Yeah, no.
fair to wrap up so we can move on to the next day.
Sorry.
Speaking of school mascots, something happened that has never happened in college football before on Monday, which blew my mind.
Every Owls team coach got fired.
Yes, but it's the first time in college football 4 teams with the same mascot fired
Yeah.
their coach on the same day. There are like 41 teams that have tigers as their mascot. How has
Yeah.
this not happened before?
And it was like there were only 5 total teams with owls as
Yeah.
their mascot, and 4
4
of them
fired
they
their
all
coach on the same-
it's
yeah.
like 4 of them fired their coach on the same day.
Yeah.
I think I saw a story on that about Blue Sky, and my comment was, "You mess with the hoot, you get the boot."
Oh man. Actually, how long is scroll crafting?
I
I'm
am
gonna
making
go-
3
I'm gonna go
level
and-
4 scrolls. I'm making one of Fire Shield, one of Black Tentacles, and then a level 4 Scroll of False Life.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
So
the
that's 6
facilities
hours
because I don't
each.
think I'll be needed for this part.
Yeah.
Wizard accounting.
Wizard accounting.
But
Ah, interesting. Druids don't get mass healing word. Or mass cure wounds. Because mass cure wounds is what, a 3rd level spell? Baby, I could pick you kiss from rose on the gray. Ooh, the more I can strange than it feels, yeah. Now that you lose. Okay. Emrys is going to take the rest of his 8 hours and 150 gold to craft 1 scroll. Oh, never mind. No, he won't.
300 gold of spell scribing supplies.
Actually, this is a Dietrich question.
Mhm.
You haven't used either of the Scrolls of Revivify Emrys made forever ago, have you?
I have 1 in my
Okay.
inventory. I think he only gave me 1.
Okay. Correct. He has the other one.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, I think yes, those are accounted for and have not been used.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I just wanted to double check.
Good looking out.
I think I'm good for scrolls now. Whew.
Awesome. Then he will not have to craft a spell scroll today.
Wait, really? Session 102, and Fair is finally good on spell scrolls.
No, I mean for today.
Uh-huh.
On
Today
the-
in game.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because they're taking a couple hours to join to get shit faced with their boyfriend too. Priorities.
Priorities. Next day when you guys
That-
have prep time.
That is fair.
Totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
The last day of prep time, do you guys need to do anything?
I'm going to reset my contingency.
Okay.
This is the same one as I had before. Just setting. I think I was at like. I was gonna be at 5 of 10 days, and I'll just put that back up to 10. So I don't have to prepare contingency while we're in hell, hopefully. Hydrate. We will have to hydrate that day.
Yeah. It does not exist. Cool. Any more scrolls? Any more shopping? Any more things that need to be facilitated this day?
Could make more scrolls.
You could make more scrolls.
Is there anything that anyone else would like? Like, would anyone like a scroll of like vortex warp or something to have it handy? Which, if you use that, I guess from a scroll, you'd have to use it as an action, but...
It's an action anyway.
Oh, Vortex Warp, yeah, sorry, I was thinking
Yeah.
Misty Step. But yeah, Vortex Warp. If someone wants a Vortex Warp or Misty Step or something, let me know.
Yeah, I mean, a scroll or two of Vortex Warp wouldn't hurt. Because that's basically like extra uses of my cape,
Yeah,
except not quite as long distance.
yeah, you have to see where you're going.
Yeah.
But,
Emrys
Alright.
will actually craft a spell scroll. He will
And I can't bring anyone with me.
Yeah.
he'll
but you
just-
could also move someone else.
Is that still with your spell save if I do that?
unless they're a willing target, yeah.
Yeah.
He is. Emrys
No,
is
that's
gonna
true.
Emrys is going to take
Could come up.
16 hours and craft a spell scroll.
Level 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes me 2 hours and 50 gold per Vortex Warp, so I'll just...
Natural 20 on the Arcana.
Yeah, and to be honest, like in most fights, most of what Dietrich does, he's doing in the first couple of rounds, and then he's just trying to stay alive.
Con 14, Con 26.
So like, if I can like
Mhm.
do some stuff, hopefully keep other people safe, then
Okay.
cool beans.
So I'll make, what, 3?
Sure.
And would you like... I'll hold on to one of them, I guess, and I don't... Does anyone else want any Scrolls of Vortex Warp?
No.
I can bunny hop.
Oh, I had 2 already. Yeah, Dietrich, you can take all 3 of them then.
Okay.
So that's 150 gold in 6 hours.
Emrys successfully makes a scroll of greater restoration
Ooh.
Nice.
for someone to take. In case I'm doing it in case he gets charmed, petrified, or cursed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I believe I still have Scrolls of Remove Curse real quick. Yeah. So I have that at least. So I don't know if someone else wants to take it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Cool.
Because it's only 1 check for you to cast it. Oh wait, you have 5th level spells, don't you?
I do.
So now you just cast it from the scrolls.
Yeah. I do. I have 5th level spells and I have cleric spells, but I don't have 5th level cleric spells.
But because of how it was written in 2014, you can still
Yeah.
just use the scroll.
Yeah, Vortex Warp, I think I have to make a... Do I have to make a check for that? How does it work? It might not
it would-
actually be a
What level is it?
Like second.
second.
So it'd be an Arcana 14.
Okay, so I need to roll a 15. It might not be a great idea for me to have these.
Okay.
Because I don't think that's on the Warlock spell list.
It's not. It's Wizard Sorcerer.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot, so that's why I'm not asking for anything.
Yeah.
I'm
All
like,
right. Yeah.
well,
Never mind. You can have those 3 back then.
Okay.
Emrys will take one because he's got a +7 to Arcana.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have one. Farzu, you want to scroll a Vortex Warp or 2?
Sure, I'll take
Yeah.
2.
Cool.
What level spell is that?
It's a second level.
Okay.
Because he only has to roll a 7 to cast it. So
Yeah. It's just action. You teleport somebody 90 feet. If they're an unwilling target, they have to make a con save to see if they can resist it. But it's handy for like getting allies out of danger, or if you have an ally who wants to be in danger, get them in there.
Save someone a move action.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there are long distances, save somebody a couple of turns.
hmm
Or like if somebody is caught in melee that doesn't want to be in melee, just
And you can use it on yourself.
yep, you can use it on yourself.
I linked the spell in the thing. That was the correct one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one from Strixhaven. Excuse me.
all right. So that evening, after Emrys is done with his scroll and Fair is wrapping up, I imagine you guys are going to do Heroes Feast.
That would be up to Emrys.
He's down to 1 bowl after this.
use the bowl. Use the bowl.
I mean, this is the time, it would seem.
Yep.
You gonna smoke the bowl?
Smoke the bowl. That was last night.
All right, 2d10. Let's roll this sucker. 8 and 5 is 13? Yeah, that's 13.
Mm-hmm. So that just affects our max.
Yes. And it
Sweet.
stipulates that you heal that much as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, H13. When
13 max HP.
Correct. So increases your maximum, so you can heal that up. That puts
Nice.
Emrys at 188 HP.
Puts me at
How long does that
170.
24 hours. You are also immune to poison, the poisoned condition, and have advantage on wisdom saves.
Ooh.
We're having that before our long rest, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So you'll have it until the
So
next
it'll-
evening.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
then the next time he'll cast Hero's Feast will probably be before you step into Odoron. See how long that takes. Cool. Hero's Feast, long rest to get spell slots and such back, and we'll pick up there after break. See you guys in a few.